Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about me and my journey throughout CRNA school. Today's video is going to be how I plan on tackling semester 2, so a semester 2 game plan. If you guys are interested, let's get into the nitty gritty. So had a week off of school, which is amazing. I literally did the bare minimum. I want to say that I slept the majority of the week off. I did pick up a few shifts here and there. But really, if I think about it, I didn't do much. So my plan is, since recording my semester 1 recap, I did some reflection on what I felt like I could improve on. And I feel like when the semester first started, I kind of was not sure how to study, not sure what I was doing, trying to figure out a study method, a study plan. So I feel like the first 4 weeks, maybe even a little more, maybe the first 6 weeks, I felt were a bit wasted. So what I planned on doing, since, you know, when they assign syllabi, they kind of go over the syllabus and they assign work that maybe we do later on in the semester, I decided to take those first few weeks to do some busy work, because in the end, like, I didn't get much done anyway the first time that I did, you know, my first semester. So I was like, okay, let me structure how I do my beginning weeks, where, you know, I'm up to date with the material like I want to be, you know, like actually review the material and also take the time, start doing the busy work before I get bombarded by test after test after test after test. I feel like once the tests start, it's almost like it doesn't let up until after finals week. So I have 4 classes. One class is anesthesia pharmacology, so like pharmacology for the anesthesia specific meds that we're giving. Then advanced patho 1. Then it's general principles of anesthesia and a health assessment class, but it's a health assessment for anesthesia. So the 4 classes have, you know, exams, and some of them have busy work, some of them don't. So I put in my planner all the exam dates. You know, that's my first thing that I like to do. I like to go through the syllabus and put down important dates in my planner so that I'm aware of the exam schedules and how many exams I have, you know, at the same time or in the same week. And then what I did was I went through the syllabus and I got all the busy work and I put those assigned due dates as well. So then obviously the first day of class, they went over the syllabus and then they began lecturing the material. So my plan, I told you that I was going to start working on busy work, which I have been. So this is the weekend after week 1, and I've done, there's pretty much only one class that has a lot of busy work, and I've done a lot of the busy work because I want to at least be like set up where I don't have to worry about any busy work like from week 4 on. I don't know if that might be too much of a burden, but like I have this med chart that we have to go through, like the first anesthesia cart drawer. Like it has all of the meds that we would see in an anesthesia case, and they want the mechanism of action, the onset, the dose, you know, all those things in a chart, and they've given us the chart template. So I wanted to etch away at that, you know, do like some meds every week, maybe like 5 or 6 meds a week. But I'm not sure so much on how to structure it, so I'm going to tackle that a little bit later today. So that's one of the busy work assignments, and I want to say that's due in week 12. I believe it's week 12. So I'm gonna be working and chipping away at that. And then for the other class that has busy work, we have a paper. It's a 10-page paper, a literature review. So I want to try to maybe do, she wants us to do 10 sources. So I feel like it's going to be a page each source to do the review of the literature. But I want to maybe do like 1 or 2 of the literature searches and, like, you know, summarize them each week. So maybe 2 literature searches and the summaries per week. And then by week 5, I should be done with my paper, I guess. And then she also has assigned some Apex workbooks. She assigned 4 workbooks. I've already finished 2. So I'm thinking if I can finish 1 next week, because the ones I left are kind of thicker than the other ones. So I have maybe do 1 next week and 1 the week after. I should be done with my Apex workbooks by week 3, and those are due on week 8. Oh, and the literature review paper is due on week 12. So I don't, like you heard, I already have 2 assignments due week 12, and then I also have exams in week 12. So I don't want to be worrying about all that busy work for, when it comes to test time. Then another assignment they've given us is to do things that are outside of the textbook that would help us in the realm of like clinicals or other pearls of knowledge. So my topic is to do the top 10 clinical questions you would experience in your first month of clinicals. So I asked a few friends, thank you guys so much as well for answering my text messages. I asked a few friends what they either ask their preceptees, so their students, or what they were asked when they first became a student an SRNA in their first month of clinicals. Like, what was the common theme? What questions stumped you? And also a general basis of what to expect in clinicals, because I'm a little overwhelmed with it, but neither here nor there, we're not there yet. But I put together a PowerPoint, and I'm going to go through each question that I was told they were asked and answer them so that I can help my other classmates, and then I have to present that. I want to say I have to turn that in for week 13. I gotta double check when the due dates are for the busy work, but I plan on having all my busy work done by week 4. And then we got a new professor, and I am absolutely obsessed with her. She graduated from our school before it was renamed, and she graduated in 2015, and right now she's I think chief CRNA for some locations over there in Naples, and she's also the clinical coordinator. She's head of some committees, and she's literally goals. She's the total package, and I want to be her, and I am so happy she's one of our professors. She's so down to earth. I feel like she was just us moments ago, so she knows what we're going through, and she's no BS. I like her. No fluffs. You are the real MVP. And then other than that, we have those same professors pretty much. For my patho class, he usually assigns us workbooks that help us for the tests, but he hasn't assigned any of the work yet. So as of now, I only have the 4 exams, which is fine, and I know what to expect from him. He's the teacher that taught my A&P class. That's the one that I failed the first test, but anyways, I came out at the end. So yeah, I'm thinking that this semester is gonna be a little more, what's the word I want to use? Self-driven, because I have only 2 days of class. So 2 full days, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then I have the full weekend from Thursday to Monday, to catch up on all the assignments or all the lecture material they covered that week, and the other work that has already been assigned. So I don't feel overwhelmed yet. I'm trying my best to stay on top of things, because what I hated last semester was that I felt like I was cramming for 16 weeks. It's just I just kept getting bombarded, and I was never catching up from the material before. So when it came to exam time, it was like I was studying 4 lectures or 3 lectures at one time. So what I'm trying to do is be exactly what I was studying for those exams, how I was studying for those exams, with purpose and intent, and I need to understand this, make a mnemonic for this, and just do that now. And then that way I can just review it. And I'm hoping that works. But either way, what was covered this week was pretty much review anyway. I just don't want to be blindsided when it comes to the exam time, that I just kept procrastinating because I was doing all the busy work. That's not what I want to do. I want to make sure that I prioritize the studying, because in the end, the chunk of the grades comes from the exams. So that's what I will be doing, but I am going to try my best to just budget my time a little better than I did last semester. And I feel like being with 1 less class, it helps, right? It helps. And then also, I did mention that I wasn't going to be using Quizlet. Your girl used Quizlet. So I was doing the review of one of the lectures, and I felt like I wanted to make this like a quiz. So instead of making a full flashcard, let's say this is the term and then the back is the definition. No, what I did was I made a question and an answer, a question and an answer. And I did that for things that I kept forgetting. And it was like, let's say types of murmurs, and there was 3 types of murmurs, and then just, like that. So that way, when it comes to test time, I've already been getting quizzed on the different types of murmurs, the different types of things, and this is why, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So what I did was I tried to use Quizlet in a way that is not time consuming. I actually finished, it was only one lecture. I actually finished that, I want to say, in a combined hour and a half, because I was doing, like, I would listen to the lecture, and it was split up in 3. So I would listen to the lecture, make my notes, and then do some Quizlet questions like that. So that's why I would say over about an hour and a half it took me to do the Quizlet, which is fine. And then I have that in order to look back on, to quiz myself and do more recall. I'm not going to be relying on it solely. So I do have my review notes. I do have some concept maps. You know how I love my concept maps. I did draw one concept map already. So I have like a lot of avenues and a lot of resources. Like, I'm literally so annoyed with myself that I kept getting like 89s and 90s. Like, I want to get high 90s so that when it comes to finals, I'm not so stressed out, that I could literally just show up and still get an A in the class. That's what I want. That's the goal. So I feel good. I feel confident. I feel like, I'm doing things with intent and I'm not slacking. Also, I've incorporated still managing to keep a hold of myself. I'm working on a little project on the side. So while I'm listening to the lectures, just letting it come in through osmosis, I'm doing my little hobbies and my crafts, because I don't think that I was able to maintain me. So I was so focused on just doing school stuff that I wasn't really prioritizing things that make me happy. And I'm also setting out a chunk of time for the gym. I've already started. I've made a membership already. I've been going. I'm super sore, but whatever. So yes, I want to incorporate being able to maintain myself and not lose myself in this process, because yes, it's like my life is on hold, but this is like the new life. This is the new, for 3 years, this is what my life is going to be like. I'm trying to make it so that it's a job that I clock in and clock out, and that I don't lose sight of who I am. Yeah, I'm still trying to manage, doing basic tasks like laundry and cleaning and things like that, but I want to be able to incorporate who I am as well. I am somebody who likes to be busy all the time. I don't like downtime. I feel like it puts me in like a little funk, because like once I start doing nothing, it's just like a whole bunch more of nothing. So I feel like if I have more productive downtime, I feel better about myself and I feel better about my time, and I don't feel like it's time wasted. So what I was doing was, in between, chunks of studying, let's say I put in 2 hours of studying, I was like, craft time. So even though it wasn't like I could just sit there and do nothing for like a solid half hour, it was like I felt better about my downtime, and I was very diligent about not letting my downtime get past my study time. So it was only a 30-minute chunk of time. Either way, I feel like I was scrolling through social media for the majority of my breaks anyways, and I was like, man, like I literally accomplished nothing, I just studied. Like, that's all I did. Like, I didn't have any projects that I completed. Like, what can I say for the last semester? Nothing, but I was still trying to figure out how to be a full-time student again, and like, how to be able to maintain my eating habits and maybe fit in a workout and maybe fit in work in general. So it was just, I'm trying to be better to myself, and it was just trying to figure out how to do this again. And now that I feel like I have a better grasp on it, I want to incorporate things that make me happy. So that's pretty much it. My game plan for semester 2 is to be on top of my stuff and be very diligent with my time. I also want to be better to myself and enjoy my downtime and not feel so guilty for taking time to myself. 4 classes feels like it's a lot easier to manage. We'll see how it goes throughout the semester. Otherwise, I will keep you posted throughout. Give this video a like if you like videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!